Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michael Hayes. In this series of videos, we're helping you guys prepare for the TExES EC-6 subject core exam as you prepare to become a TExES educator. In this series right now, we're focusing on science. More specifically, in this episode, we're focusing on matter coming up next. Okay, if this is the first episode you've seen in the series, you would like to check out more of my episodes, you can click on the YouTube card right here in the corner. It will take you to my playlist. That playlist will have all the episodes that I've recorded to date, in the order they were taught, and by subject matter so that you can drill down to what is most important to you. And if you cannot see the card I pointed to because your viewer or browser doesn't show the cards, you can check the description below. I will have a link there as well. I'm also going to link to a resource called the Big Yellow Book. I highly encourage you guys to purchase that from the publisher. I have no connection with them whatsoever, but the more people you talk to that get ready and prepare for this test and pass this test, more importantly, they are using this book. So I encourage you guys to look into that. Also, I want to do a quick shout out to Sabrina De Leon. Sabrina just let me know this week that she passed her exam, and I noticed that she posted at 12:01 midnight. So just a little after midnight, she was obviously up, just waiting to see what her results were. She found out she passed, and she let me know that science was her highest rated content on the test, and she gave me credit for these videos. So thank you, Sabrina, for taking the time after you passed to let me know how useful these videos were for you. I really appreciate that, and congratulations to you, just like the others that have passed before you. I'm super excited when these videos are helping you out, and I hope you have a great time teaching this next year. I hope you land the perfect job and you have a great impact on kids. Okay, for the rest of you guys, if you haven't taken your test yet, or you plan on taking it soon and you pass, let me know. I will shout out to you as well. So thank you for letting this be a part of your study habits, and I truly hope you guys are getting the most out of these videos. So these videos, they take about 5 minutes of lesson time. We'll put that up here in the corner, and we're going to be talking about matter right now. So let's go ahead and start the clock at 5 minutes. So matter is anything that has space or has mass and takes up space. It can be in any form. It can be living or non-living. And so the three main states of matter are solids, liquids, and gases. Now there are physical and chemical properties attached to matter. So if you understand that we can describe matter in lots of different terms such as color, size, shape, mass, density, volume, conductivity, hardness, weight, and magnetism, those are all ways we can use to describe matter. And so we have different ways that matter is looked at. We first of all have a periodic table. Now just a side note, the periodic table, this may come up later in the test as far as scientists, so I want to make sure we mention him here. But Mendeleev is the one that we give credit to making the modern periodic table. Currently there are about 118 known elements. That includes man-made as well as natural elements that make up all substances on our planet as well as the universe that we exist in. So everything we find or see or whatever, we can break it down to its simplest form, which is, of course, the atom. The atom is the smallest form of matter that retains its properties. And it is made up of three main components: protons, neutrons, and electrons. So kind of detailing that out real quickly. Every atom has a nucleus. That is the center of the atom where the protons and neutrons exist. Outside of that nucleus are the electrons that flow around the outside of the nucleus of the atom. Now they don't actually orbit, but they shake, and we call that think about this, the wave model, I believe, is the most correct model to date. And so the wave model kind of shows that the electrons, because they are like charged, they are negative in nature, and they tend to repel one another because like charges repel one another, opposites attract, okay? So the electrons, if you have an electron on this part of the atom above the nucleus, the next electron will be completely away from it on the opposite side. So then if we get two on this side, then they will be equal distance apart, or it's also three-dimensional, so they're going to get as far away from each other as they can, and they just kind of vibrate in their space where they exist, okay? And an atom, just as another side note, an atom is mostly made of empty space because there is a great distance between where the electrons are and where the nucleus is, okay? So I'll also link to this video that is not mine, but it's very fascinating, and it's called the Power of 10 video. I'll put that up here in the corner. And this is not my video, but it was made back in the 70s by IBM. Truly fascinating. I would highly encourage that you guys check it out. You'll find it interesting. You'll be annoyed by the music. I'm just letting you know it's this organ music that plays along. I use that in my science classroom when I taught science with my kids to have them understand the smallness of things when it comes to matter, and the greatness of space in the universe that we live in. So check that out. Okay, so also we talk about chemical properties of matter. Those would be things like combustion, whether they're acids or bases. Now, combustion is the ability to catch fire. Acids are whether or not we have more hydrogen atoms that are combined within a compound, which are the atoms that take form into other things. And then bases, which have more hydroxide elements, which is hydrogen and oxygen combinations. They're going to have a base reaction. Now, bases tend to be slippery and slimy and are like soap, okay? Where acids are sour and they turn litmus paper red or pink. And those tend to be things like vinegar, and we're going to think about things that are sour, so lemon juice, orange juice, battery acids, okay? And then also another chemical component to matter is how they react with other things. Oxidation, this is a common form of rust when they start giving off their electrons, I believe. Might be wrong there. I'll make a correction right here in the notes here if I'm wrong about that. And then reduction, how we have atoms that start to take on extra protons, I believe that is, okay? So reduction, it's been a long time since I taught that actually, so I apologize if I'm wrong, but I'll make note of it here in the video if I'm making an error, and I apologize if I did, okay? Also, we have physical changes in matter. This is like if I take a piece of paper, I have little cue cards up here on my screen, so I'm going to take this off real quickly. You can kind of see how I do things. Here we go. So here we go, my cue card today to kind of keep me up to speed on where I want to go. If I want to do a physical change with this paper, I'm going to tear it. It's still paper, nothing changed, it's physical. Now, if I take this paper and I burn it, it can no longer be paper anymore, it's ashes. It's changed its entire process from the chemical line. That would be a chemical change. If I wad this up and change its shape, it's still a physical change. If I submerge it in water and it just gets wet and it doesn't react with the water, still just a physical change, okay? Chemical changes can't be changed back. So, what about magnetism? Think about that for a minute. Not all metals are magnetic. We're going to continue here, guys. Not all metals are magnetic, are they? Copper's not magnetic, or if it is, it's very slight. Iron is highly magnetic. Aluminum's not magnetic. They're still metals, right? We find them in the periodic table. So what is magnetism? Well, magnetism is a physical property. Boiling point is a physical property. At what point will a certain substance boil? At what point will a certain substance melt? Also a physical property. Students often get those mixed up because they think, oh, fire, heating up, cooling down, those things must be chemical. They're not. Freezing point. At what point does something freeze? Still a physical property of matter, okay? Chemical properties are rusting, changing its form because it's reacted. Vinegar and baking soda makes new products. When we have a chemical reaction, that would be a chemical change, okay? Okay, so this does it for matter, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have more questions concerning matter or other topics I've covered so far or yet to cover, leave the comments below. Again, if you've passed your test, you're getting ready, let me know. I'll do a shout out and congratulate you guys or wish you all the luck, whatever I need to do in the next video. Please let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you click on the notification bell. That will alert you to any new videos that come up in this series. Man, I can't express to you how much I appreciate my viewers out there. Thank you for your support. Continue watching, continue giving me encouragement along the way. I'm loving making these videos for you guys, and I wish you all the luck as you prepare for your exam. We'll see you next time on Mr. Hayes' YouTube channel.